All right, we'll give it a minute here. See if we can figure out how to share the links to begin with.
That's what I'm looking for right now. Yeah, buddy. I'm watching myself, watching you.
Did you find it?
Yeah. So
Are
let
we
me.
live? Is it working?
Yeah, I did. This is tripping, man. Did you post it?
Think I got it posted up.
Are you able to see if people are in there?
Yep, we got 8 people right now. It worked.
Let's go.
We did it. Yes. The first ever MoYak live feed. Oh, we got comments too. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Scott Kroger, Wes Cody, Kenny Hood from Colorado. Cool.
Yo, 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 Jeff. What's up, man?
Bye, Dominguez. Oh, there you go.
Sorry, I screwed up and unplugged my mic. Sorry. The first time. Oh man, Jeff's judging our bass.
Yeah, you better take some good pictures because Jeff don't play. Jeff's going to be helping me out judging. Hey, Ryan Reed. Sorry, bud. Can't leave you out. We're going to be working on that charity event pretty soon. Memorial Day weekend. All right, well let's start talking, man. Let's start off talking about the March Online we got going on right now.
Yeah, man, it is wild to see. It's already Jim sitting up there at first, 103 and a half inches, and he's still got time, and he can catch some big ones too. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think he's in that mode now where he's on the water every day, and when he gets that way, he's dangerous. So is Dorman.
Absolutely. And then Richie went out, and it looks like he only fished one day, but he absolutely smashed them.
Yep, he pulled a Richie and did it again. Went out one day and jacked 100 inches in fish.
which month? Do you remember which month he won last year? It was like March or April, I think, that he won
Yeah,
last year.
it was one of those. I think it was March. Actually, I
I
can.
think he ended last year. I think it was 109 inches is what he ended up with.
Actually, you know what? I can look real quick. You can do that kind of stuff now.
Brendan Banks, we all know he throws swim baits, and I mean he's got 99 and 3/4 inches. I mean 3 solid scores. I mean those guys should be almost guaranteed to be in the money.
Yeah, last year it was Richie in the March Online series. He had 109.75.
Then Dorman Huey, he's sitting in fourth. I mean he's like same thing. He's got plenty of time to find some big fish, and he's found some last year this time. And I think if I remember right, he did not fish the March last year, and he was bragging about these fish that he was catching on Facebook.
Yep. Dorman gets scared to come out and play sometimes, but he likes to talk.
He's got 96 and 3/4, which I mean that's a solid score too. And then Adam Isaacs, which I expect Adam to do pretty good this weekend because I'm pretty sure Bull Shoals is his backyard.
Yeah, he lives
He's
on
got
Bull Shoals, so He's
Yeah,
always
he's got 95 3/4.
I believe he won it last year too, if I remember correctly.
Jeff Hook, he's got 90.5. So I mean, there's a pretty good gap from fifth to sixth place, where a lot of guys can move in there, low to mid 90s and bump up. Which I mean, that's doable in a monthly.
Yep, still got some time left. Some big fish are probably still going to come in, so it'll be interesting to watch how that plays out.
So what? How many more days do we have left in the monthly? We've got about a week and a half.
Yep. I'll have to look at a calendar. Not even that much. 6 days.
6 days. So I'm sure guys will be hitting the water just about every day.
Yep, and then you'll see some fish submitted from Bull Shoals that are going to go on there too. Some guys that catch them there, that's going to change things up too.
Yeah, definitely one thing to keep mindful of when you guys get out there this weekend. If you decide to fish it and you're fishing the monthly, you can submit both fish, to the monthly and to Bull Shoals. Just got to make sure you have both identifiers.
Carl, he's wanting some muskie to count. He had a 223.5 inch day. That fellow's lay. That's pretty good.
Good grief. Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, we don't allow toothy critters.
Yeah, Adam Isaacs did win it last year with 87 3/4, and then Richie McMichael finished second with 87 1/4.
Mellencamp says you don't know your math, Dominguez.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. If you make a mistake, he's going to let you know.
Well, thank you, Jeff.
All right, well, we can moving on. What we got coming up is this weekend, we're finally kicking off the 2021 season on Bull Shoals. People are already on their way to the lake. Some guys are already there. Everybody's itching to get started. This is it. First trail stop. The water's on the rise. The water's warming. The weather's looking pretty decent for Saturday. So I think a lot of people are pretty excited to get out on the water and start fishing again.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what this weather's going to do to Bull Shoals. If it's super nice and maybe windy, either it's going to be real good or it's going to suck. I think.
The wind could be an issue, but that's just an issue for kayaks. It's not going to be an issue for the fish. They're used to things being nasty on Bull Shoals. It's probably ideal conditions for them right now, considering what they've been through in the past. What was it, like 30 foot flooded last year at this time? So it's only like 10 foot now, I think, or something. But
yeah, the conditions compared to last year and this year are night and day.
Yeah, a lot of guys are catching fish down there. I've been seeing, Dale. He's our guide that we spoke to on the last podcast. He's been posting up some pictures of some big bass being caught down there on Bull Shoals right now. So it's looking like the bite's pretty good. We're also doing the team trail. I mean, that's kicking off too. So we got the team trail kicking off and the trail series kicking off. And I think right now we've got 18 teams signed up so far.
Wow.
To compete. So yeah, that's a lot more than last year. Some pretty good names too. I like that. But got the team trail to kick off.
Josh, I see the hammers here. Yeah, you're signed up.
Yeah, that's just a glitch. I did a video a while back, a tutorial where I used myself and signed myself in, and I deleted it. I deleted it on my account, but it's some kind of glitch on Tourney X. It doesn't even show up on my end. It's like I only exist on the leaderboard. So just ignore it. I'm not fishing.
Shucks, man. We were hoping to get to see an appearance by our leader.
I'm going to be busy cooking some chili, even though I was expecting the temperatures to be a little cooler than what they're going to be, but can't predict the weather.
Right. 18 teams. Right now, there is 79 anglers signed up.
Ooh, that's getting close to a record.
How many more do we need to beat that?
The current MoYak record is 87. That was set last year at Table Rock Lake. So we're at 79 already, and MoYak guys are notorious for waiting until the last minute to sign up. So I usually on Friday we get a big flurry. So if we get a big flurry of guys signing up tomorrow, we could be over 90, which would be cool because it's never been done before. I don't think in any Missouri kayak tournament.
Do you think it's a payday, or do you think all these guys are sucking up to their wives all weekend and then asking Friday if they can go fish the
I
tournament?
don't know. Them stimulus checks probably help. Everybody's got them extra.
Shoot, it helped me. That's why I'm fishing.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's why we should have real big record numbers, big numbers payouts too. If we get up to 90, I mean, we'll be paying out 9 spots, and first place will be over $1,000. I'm pretty sure. So
I can only imagine what big bass is going to be.
Oh, big bass is going to be ridiculous. I haven't even checked it recently, but we're looking probably over $600 for big bass alone. So you're talking $1,000 for first place, $600 for big bass. Someone's got the chance to take home over $1,500. That's pretty good
for a kayak in the water.
Pretty good day on the water in a little plastic boat catching greenfish. Yeah, Troy Inky's going to definitely need to bring some sunscreen. He's going to have to cover his head up and make sure he's all good, every bit.
I'm surprised on his Hobie he doesn't have.
Those Chuck's going to need it real bad.
I'm surprised on his Hobie he doesn't have one of those canopies set up on his kayak yet. That way he doesn't have to wear sunscreen.
I heard he's going to get one of those little dispensers and mount it with a Yak Attack mount, and then he can just squirt and get a little handful every once in a while, lube it up, and just
slap it on.
Keep a whole bottle on board. That's what I heard. Kenny says, how do you sign up for Big Bass? Big Bass is on the Tourney X. When you go to register for the tournament, you'll pay your entry fee, and then it'll also ask you for optional. There's a little box there. You click for Big Bass. It's $10. You click on that, and then it's an extra $10, and that's 100% payback on the Big Bass. You don't have to get into it, but it's there. And if you've already signed up for the tournament and you didn't catch that, if that's what you're asking, Ken, just message me, and you can send me the $10 separate. I can get it added in. We'll get you taken care of if that's the issue.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, you could have just that one fish and it'd be a good payday.
Yeah, you only need one fish. I mean, like what Kyle Long, I mean, he got at the All-American last year, thousands of dollars for just one fish. Autopilot 136 wishes to have a word with you. Gotta love that spot lock. You know, I've seen so many people running around with remote controls in their hands this year. It's been ridiculous. I don't know what Everharts has been doing to everybody, but now I was watching everybody in the Taney 20, and they're all just standing up, cruising around fishing with these little buttons, just cruising around. Spot locks everywhere.
They've been shelling out the motor guides like it's candy.
Well, it's some pretty cool technology, that's for sure. It's helpful. Malin Camp says to outlaw motors. If I outlaw motors, I'm outlawing pedal drives too. Any kind of prop drive. And maybe we should just go 2 different classes. If you're just going to be paddle only or prop drive only. Paddle for the men, prop drives for the prop drive people. Motor's a motor, in my opinion. Whether it's electrical or mechanical, it's still a motor. But so, that's a whole nother issue. That's a whole nother show right there.
What do you think this weekend? What do you think the winning length is going to be?
Well, it's hard to say. Bull shoals can put out some big fish. I mean, it's going to take a good limit. I think upper 80s, might not right around 90 inches is what I think it's going to take to win.
So we need 87 to break our record, and we're only a couple guys from that. That's pretty sweet.
These comments are cracking me up. Yes, Carl, if you go to the gym more than 3 times a week, you are not allowed to be in the paddle class because your arms are too strong. We'll have to create a new division for super athletes. This conversation got out of control quick. Jeff says 88 inches. What do you think was going to be the winning length, Jeff? John, sorry.
I think that mid 80s. I think that's a safe bet. I'm here on Tourney X looking at 2019. Brian Hillman won that with 83 and a half. And the next guy below him was 74 and a half, and that was Jim Harding. So
That was a really tough conditions too. That was a flooded lake. I think we were in the fall there last year too, weren't we?
let me look at this. August 31st. So yeah, it was probably our last regular season event.
Getting there, yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna say mid 80s, 84 and a quarter. That's what I'm gonna say.
It's gonna take some good fish. It'll be probably big bass. Will be, I'm gonna say, about 21. There'll be some 20s caught.
Josh, let's go over some more like newbie stuff or new to MoYak. Guys checking in and out. That's going to be one of the big things. There's 3 ways to do it, right?
Well, this year we're before pre-tournament. We're eliminating the check-in altogether. Okay, so the way the process is going to work on before these tournaments is you're going to have the virtual captains meeting the night before. I'll try to have them out around 7 p.m., maybe a little sooner. Online identifiers will be released at that time too. So that's the end of the captain's meeting. Then the next morning, you just go launch and fish. Okay, and then you're going to get off the water, and then that's when you're going to need to be checked back in by 4 p.m. Almost all of our tournaments are by 4 p.m. So just be off the water and be back at 4 p.m. If you're going to go home early, that's okay. You can send me a text message or an instant message or get a hold of me somehow. Just let me know. Say, hey, I'm going home. It's no big deal. Otherwise, you need to be back at the award ceremony location to check in by 4 p.m. And for Bull Shoals, that's going to be at the Beaver Creek public use area. There's a map of it up on the Tourney X page.
So, I mean, guys, Bull Shoals is huge. And, of course, we can fish the Arkansas side as well. So, I mean, definitely take that into consideration whenever, wherever you're fishing from. Kind of think about that. Surely you can get off the water in time and be back by 4, but just be mindful of that and where you're at. Plus, you've got, if you have not submitted your fish while you're on the water and you didn't have service, you also have to take that into consideration as well.
Yeah, that's going to be an issue. I mean, it's a big lake, so some guys may be down in Arkansas, which Arkansas waters are allowed. Just make sure you've got your White River Border Pass or your Arkansas license. But if you've got a long drive to come back, make sure you might even have to get off the water early or to get to self-service, so you have to have your photo submitted and be back by 4 p.m. So plan that as part of your day.
Jeff says, talk about the tail on the board.
Yeah, we're all catch boards only this year, so make sure you've got a catch board and make sure that the tail is laying flat on the board. And the measurements are only going to be marked at where the lowest measurement is. Catch boards have that little cradle on the edges. And if that fish's tail extends a little bit longer on that cradle, but not on the marked board, it's not going to count. We can't guess to say, oh, well, it might have gone out a little bit farther. You're going to have to make sure you get your longest measurement to show on the measurements, on the lines. Make sure we can see that on the lines and take a good photo of that. That way you get the most out of your fish. Lines out is at 3 o'clock. We're starting at 7. Lines in at 7, lines out at 3.
Yep, that's what it says on Tourney X as well. And it's got all that stuff with the map on there.
Yeah, and you can launch at 6:30. So the first time you can get on the waters at 6:30, you can take off. That gives you 30 minutes to pedal, motor on out to your spot and get ready. 7 o'clock is when you can start fishing. At 3 o'clock, no more photos will be accepted. So in fishing, and then you've got that 4 till 4 o'clock to get back.
Jeff said to make sure that you have your phone number updated on Tourney X so him or whoever's judging can contact you if you have issues with any of your photos. There's nothing worse than not having service and not taking some extra pictures and realizing your fish got DQ'd and you didn't have any other pictures to take with it.
Chad, if I told you 2:30, that may have been before daylight savings times, and I had to make some adjustments based off of sunrise. Whatever it says on Tourney X is always correct. Anybody that's wanting information on a tournament, the most up-to-date source for that information is going to be on Tourney X. Okay, so go check there if you ever wondering. Ken Hood asks, is check-in on Tourney X required? No, it's not. We're not doing the check-in on Tourney X feature because it doesn't work if you don't have signal, and it's just kind of a pain. So I'm getting rid of it altogether this year. Before you launch, don't worry about any sort of check-in. Just make sure you're, launching from a public legal access. That's on you. That's integrity, angler integrity. But there will be no check-in on Tourney X this year.
Bradley Stewart, last fish submitted before 3, correct?
Last fish needs to be caught by 3. You have until 4 p.m. to actually upload that photo to Tourney X. So if you don't have signal, you've got a little bit of time to get off the water and go find some service or some Wi-Fi at a McDonald's or something. This year, too, we're also going to a no minimum length. So if you dare throw a dink up on the board and you want to put a 5-inch fish that you legally caught, go ahead. There are no more minimum lengths. Yes, Dave Neal, caught equals photo timestamp. That is correct. The timestamp shows it exactly whenever that photo was taken. So if that timestamp shows that that photo was taken at 2:59 p.m., it will be accepted as long as it's uploaded by 4 p.m. Public access, Levi. Public access can be anywhere you can launch from or get to the water. It doesn't have to be a boat ramp. It can be an abandoned bridge, a dirt road that ends in the lake, somewhere you can pull off on the side of the road and haul your kayak down to the water. As long as it's legal and okay for you to park there and you're not trespassing in order to get to the water, you can launch anywhere that's public access. Does not have to be a core ramp. Baby bass. Speaking of baby bass, Jeff, we're going to have the first, since we're going with the no minimum length limit, we will have a prize for the smallest fish submitted. So whoever submits the smallest bass, I've got a special trophy for you, and you're going to see it at Bull Shoals. But, oh yeah, I want to see some baby fish too. If Mellencamp was fishing this tournament, we would really see some small fish.
Oh, man.
Let's see here.
Jeff turned it back on me. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Josh, talk to us about some of our sponsors and kind of the stuff that we're going to give away Saturday.
Yeah, I'm getting all that lined out. We've got some gift cards from Bud's Bait. We've got some gift cards from Yak Attack. We're going to give away a DeBalm anchor. The winner is going to take home a brand new pair of Solar Bat polarized sunglasses. We have a tackle pack from Everhart's Outdoors. We have, what else do we have? I think we have some more, but it's mainly going to be a lot of gift cards this year. The COVID's affected a lot of companies, and being able to keep up with supply and demand has been really hard. So we are going to see more of a shift towards gift cards this year than what we've seen in the years past, but the gift cards are pretty good ones. They're all like $50 gift cards, so pretty good ones.
Looked at Tourney X just now. We got 80 guys signed up right now.
We hit 80. There we go. I'm telling you, I think we're going to get 90. That would be pretty cool.
Dave Neal, maybe talk about parking at Beaver?
Depends on how flooded it is. Yeah, that's a really big area with a large parking lot, but some of it's probably could be underwater. But where the pavilion is that we're going to be at for the awards, there's a circle drive right there. And we can park on both sides of the grass on that circle drive. So there's enough room on that circle drive for a lot of vehicles. And then we've also got the parking lot by the boat ramp and all the way up the road. We can park on the side of the road throughout the campground. So I don't think parking will be an issue. Unless it's underwater, but I don't think it is. I think it was a lot worse last year and we still made it work.
Yeah, it was really bad last year. It was
Yeah, the ramp was completely underwater and we still had plenty of parking.
the spot that there was probably 10 guys that went to a ramp last year, and that road goes down to like a point, and then you get down to the point and you can drive around it and launch your kayak in like 100-200 yard stretch of water. Well, the water was so high that the road ended in the water and you couldn't even get out to that point, and it was another 100-200 yards out. It was just and that made it tough for those guys that we all went there, because it was literally just one road and you have to back in or back out. That was tough.
Yeah, Carl, there shouldn't be any issues with trailers. It's all circle drives and it all wraps around and there's lots of loops and stuff. So you shouldn't have to back up in any time or anything like that.
Chad asked about check-in when we get there. They'll have a sheet there to sign your name on and let us know that you're there. They'll also you should. I'm assuming we're still doing raffle tickets or putting our names in the pile.
Yeah, there'll be a table set up right there when you show up there at the pavilion, and then you'll sign in. There'll be a sign-in sheet where you put your name down. You'll pick up your raffle tickets, and we'll also do the best damn tackle box again this year too. So we'll have that set up there. What that is you bring in a lure, an unopened new lure, and you put it in the box, and you're going to get a raffle ticket. And when everybody's done checking in, we're going to raffle off that entire box of lures. And sometimes it's $200 or $300 worth of tackle, and it ends up being a pretty cool deal. So bring a lure, and you'll get in on that best damn tackle box raffle. We'll give away some tackle as well. So yeah, you'll check in, you'll sign in at the table, you'll get your raffle tickets, you'll get in on the best damn tackle box raffle. Then you'll go. We'll have the table set up for the food. The chili will be there. You'll get you some food, sit down, eat, start telling all your lies about the day to everybody else around you, and then just have a good time. And then we'll start the awards as soon as everybody's there.
Yeah, sometimes you win that best tackle box, and there's a pack of plastics in there that only have 9 instead of 10. But I mean, winning is winning.
Somebody tried to pull a fast one, did they?
I can't say that I haven't done it myself. Like bought some plastics and I didn't use them for the day, and I'm like, well, I didn't use them, might as well throw them in there. But I have won it, and the majority of my plastic bags had 9 out of 10 baits in there. So.
All right. Does anybody else have any questions for us? Maybe just all excited and ready to go for Saturday, fishing their first tournament. Can be pretty nervous. I know. We've all been there.
Even after so many, I'm still nervous, man. I'm like, well, it could happen Saturday. It could be a great day. I could get my butt kicked. It could, I get nervous too, man. Still.
Yeah, you just got to keep in mind though, it's just fishing. We're all just going out there to go fish, except we've got a way to keep track and then brag afterwards.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Well, all right. We've been on here for about 30 minutes now. I think we've covered just about everything. It's worked pretty good. I kind of like this live streaming. Works a little better.
Yeah, man. It'll be cool when we get some other guys on here and just chit chat and talk and let everybody hang out.
Yeah, I tried to invite Mellencamp on here too, but he's too scared, I think. He doesn't want to come on here and face everyone. So, but yeah, we can bring multiple people on here and have some discussions and rotate around. And we can have some fun with this. I think maybe after the Bull Shoals tournament, we'll get on here and have all the winners, the top 3 guys all come on here and maybe have a little conversation.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, man, you got anything to add to this before we wrap it up?
No, guys, have fun this weekend. Come, just come and have fun. Come to the meetup. I know, you may be strapped for time or have something else going on. Come to the meetup. It's worth it. Just hanging out with the guys, talking, building those relationships. That's my favorite part. That's what I enjoy. And I mean, it helps that occasionally you leave with something, winning something, but you always leave with you usually get some food, hang out with the boys, and I mean that's the best part about MoYak and what we do, and that's my favorite. So with that, I highly encourage you guys to come, hang out, shake some hands, sanitize afterwards, and just have a good time.
Yeah, and feel free to bring your families with you too. They want to come to the award ceremony, and I'm always bringing extra food just for that. So they can even eat as well. They can hang out. They can watch. Be part of it as well. So don't think that you have to be alone. So families are more than welcome. Bring your kids. This is a family organization. This is a fishing tournament series where we're going out to have fun fishing. So everybody's welcome. Yeah, we got five states coming. Like Mellencamp just said, Colorado boys are coming down. We got some Arkansas guys, and they're coming. Kansas. So word's getting out that we've got some great lakes and some great fisheries and some great anglers and incredible competition in this area. So it's going to keep growing. This is exciting.
Yeah, and we don't mind taking your money either.
Yeah. Everybody's after that lunch money.
Well, Josh, look forward to the captain's meeting tomorrow and hearing from you, and then looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, man.
Yep. We'll do this again tomorrow night for the captain's meeting, and then we'll get this party started on Saturday. So see everybody later.
Later, guys.